Hi guys, good morning. It is Monday, and for some of you, this is going to be your first week on your programs officially. So I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about what to expect this week, because the first week is simply the hardest. There's no other way to put it. The first week is always the hardest, and I just wanted to give you a little summary of what to expect, okay? So in the first couple of days, day 1, day 2, the workouts are going to feel pretty good. You're probably going to have more energy. The workout's going to feel tough but doable, and you're going to get through them and probably feel pretty darn good. On about day 3 or 4, soreness is going to set in, and you're probably going to think, what the heck did I get myself into here? And basically your body's going to rebel a little bit on you, letting you know that, yep, you're making changes and I don't like it, but that is totally normal. You might even have thoughts of quitting, but don't. Don't give up. But that's totally normal. That's just how our bodies react. That our bodies don't like change too much, and when you start working out, there is going to be soreness. So just be prepared for that, and it typically sets in about day 3 or 4. But the good news is that yes, you'll feel a little sore for a couple of days, but it will get better. But you just have to keep pushing through that and keep doing your workouts. And by next week, you're going to feel much better, and the workouts are going to feel a little easier, and you're going to feel a little less sore. But in any case, so don't give up. You have to get through this week to get to next week. You don't want to stop this week and then have to start over next week, because then you're just going to have the same experience again next week. So you want to just push through this week, and then next week, as long as you push through this week, next week is going to feel easier, okay? One thing that you can do to help with soreness is to drink enough water. Now, water has a lot of great benefits, and we'll talk more about water tomorrow. But one of them is that you feel less sore if you drink enough water, because the lactic acid, but the lactic acid basically gets flushed through your system much better when you are properly hydrated. So that's what you're after. So you should be drinking at least 64 ounces of water a day, or half of your body weight in ounces, whichever is more, okay? So that's the guideline. So as long as you do that, you'll definitely be taking advantage of whatever water can do for you as far as soreness is concerned, okay? As far as the eating plan is concerned, the more you plan ahead and prepare ahead with that, the better off you'll be. I've got some notes here, so I'm going to try to tell you everything that I'm trying to tell you here. So back when I first started on my journey with Beachbody, I would on Sundays prepare ahead as much as I could. You saw those pictures of what I did yesterday, and I'm glad to report that we did have some leftovers of that chili that I made, so that's awesome. But in any case, so that's what I would do on Sunday afternoons. I would always prepare ahead, so our weeks would be a whole lot easier in just grabbing food and just throwing it together. My husband and I would also pack up all of our food for the next day, the evening before. He and I were both working full-time at that time. I have since quit my job to be a full-time Beachbody coach. But we were both working full-time outside of the house, and in the evenings we just pack up all of our food for the next day at work. And that is really what helped us be successful, is all of the preparation that we put in, okay? But, at that time, that was basically just us practicing and building these good, healthy habits. Now that I am maintaining, and also because I am now working from home, I don't pack up my food for the next day anymore. We still do that for my husband. We don't do it for me because I'm at home. I can prepare my food during the day. But certainly if I was still trying to lose weight, I know that would still help me, even being at home, just preparing all of my food the night before so I could just grab it the next morning. Because when you think about food, making the right choices becomes a little harder. So if you just set yourself up with all of the food the night before, you don't have to think about it, and it's really just you just eating the food that you've already prepared. So that does make things a lot easier. Now, I feel that I need to rein in my eating a little bit. There have been a little bit of too many cheats the last week or so, and especially this last weekend with today with Super Bowl. And then went out with friends, and so there's just been too many cheats for me lately. So I need to rein it in a little bit. So I have decided that for the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna go back to packing up my food the night before, and I'm just gonna put it in my fridge. It'll be ready to go for me to eat the next day. So, and to hold myself accountable for that, I am going to post a picture of my prep work, either in the evening right after I do it, or first thing in the morning. I'll shoot a picture of my fridge and I'll post that here. Because we're all on this journey together. I'm no different than you guys. Sometimes I need a little bit more practice than other times. Most of the time I do fairly well now, but I do have to go back and practice some more sometimes, and that's totally okay. So again, I just really want you guys to push through this week, both with your workouts and your clean eating, okay? We're just after building healthy habits, and it takes 21 days to build healthy habits. So it's super important that you get through this week, because if you don't get through this week, then you just have to start over again next week. And I really want you to just, for the next 21 days, just use all of this as your practice to build those healthy habits, okay? What we're after is that you build these habits for a long-term lifestyle change, because this is not a diet. You're literally changing your lifestyle and incorporating these habits into your life, and that's really what we're after. So trust me when I say that, as long as you do what you need to do this week and just push through it and get through it, next week is definitely going to be easier, okay? So that's all I've got for you guys. Now go out, rock it, unleash your awesome this week, and push through it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.